Hello and welcome to Empower IAS. In this class, we will discuss this conflict perspective. In the perspective, we have seen evolutionary. We have already seen this functionalist and interactionist. Now, we will see this conflict perspective. So the just to understand what is the basic premise of this conflict perspective. For evolutionary, societies grows from simple to complex or advanced stage over a period of time. Sometimes this is irreversible, sometimes it could be reversible also. But the idea is from one state of or stage of society that over a period of time change into another state, and this is quite a simple thing and natural thing. Society grows over a period of time. So this is about the evolutionary. Functionalist says there are social institutions and constituent elements, essential things that are playing certain roles in society, and society according to that having certain kinds of equilibrium. That means order is maintained. But suppose there is kind of disequilibrium, new kinds of ideas, new kinds of institutions, and new kinds of demand is coming. So for that, this order for a period of time, it gets disturbed, and a new equilibrium is restored over after a period of time, and a new society is, you can say, is you can see a new kinds of society. So the society 1 is changed into society 2 just to gain a kinds of equilibrium order, automatic adjusting. So these things that is there for evolutionary and functionalist. Interactionist, you see that they are not focused on such kinds of things, rather they are focused on people and their interactions, interpersonal kinds of interactions. So they are not focused on these kinds of things. Again, this conflict actually do not subscribe these kinds of evolutionary and functionalist kinds of ideas. Rather they say this conflict perspective that society is in continuous change, and this change is not because this is natural, not because this is to have certain kinds of equilibrium, because every institution has to function or play its role in society, but the continuous change is all because of class conflict, or you can say the conflict between classes or groups. So the basic premise of this conflict is society is in continuous change. Change. And this change is because of the clash of interest, between groups and classes. That means in societies what is important is groups. There are different groups, different classes in society, and different groups and different classes in society have different kinds of interest for them, and the interest of one group could be in conflict with the interest with other groups. So that kinds of conflict, this is called conflict. This class is actually conflict of interest. The conflict that is there between the groups and the classes is important for conflict perspective. Basically, conflict see two kinds of groups. In simpler form, we say one kind of group is those who own the resources of the society, and that is the haves. And another kinds of groups are those kinds of groups they do not own such kinds of resources in society. So the one is the deprived one and another one is privileged one. Two kinds of groups are there, and the interest of this group is in conflict with another group. So the two groups are always in conflict, and because of this conflict a new society emerges. How it is unfolded, let's see how it could unfold. For Karl Marx, see, there is a society that is ancient communism, in which there is no class or the no groups, where there is a conflict. So conflicting groups is not there. Why? Because they all are having certain equal kinds of resources. Then ancient slavery, then feudals and capitalist. Apart from this ancient communism, every society having at least two kinds of groups, or you can say the major groups are, one is haves, another is have-nots, haves and have-nots, haves and have-nots. At certain point, this have, or every time, this haves is in conflict with have-nots. And because of this, this is the idea of Karl Marx, that in this group of haves, because of new forces of productions, new relations of production is established, and these words we will discuss at the later point. Just to see, to understand this simply, that haves, in haves there are certain groups that got certain new kinds of technology, and within these haves, to have edge over others, two kinds of groups within haves. One is having new technology, another is traditional technology or old technology. This new technology groups and this old technology owning groups, they could have a kinds of clash of interest or conflicting interest, and this new kinds of this new technology, having new technology groups, they are supporting have-nots for establishing new kinds of relations of productions and new kinds of modes of production. That means in association with have-nots, these new technology owning groups, they establish for themselves a new kinds of relations of productions and modes of productions, and this is what a new kinds of society, new kinds of relationship, wherein this old is actually die out, and new technology only group becomes the new HABs class and these HAB nodes would continue to be HAB nodes exploited. So in this way the new society is unfolded. Here in capitalist, these have nodes and haves is in direct conflict, and these have nodes become conscious of their exploitation, and this majority group actually revolted against these haves and new kinds of society would emerge. So this is the basic ideas of Karl Marx, how society actually evolved over a period of time because of this conflict. So the basic idea of conflict perspective is society is in continuous change. This continuous change is all because the society is divided into groups, major two groups, haves and have nots, and there is a certain conflict of interest between these groups. So because of this conflict, new society emerges according to conflict perspectives. So class conflict and class exploitation is very much important for conflict perspective, and conflict also says that the ideas given by this functionalist, that this new kind, the values and other things that is very much important for society, and this is the consensus kinds of thing, all actually obey certain kinds of culture, values and other things, because it is very much important to sustain society, it is very much important, it is functional, and these kinds of things of this functionalist. This conflict rejected outrightly and saying it is these kinds of the value system, these are all because of this dominant class, and what dominant class want to be there in society, they just try to propagate only those kinds of ideas or values in society. So the consensus which this conflict says good for society is actually the ideas floating of these functional haves groups, and they are functional only for the haves, not for have nots. So the basic idea of this conflict perspective is that these functionalists do not give the real picture of society, and what they say the functional, they are functional only for the dominant class. So this is what the basic ideas. Karl Marx is the proponent of this conflict perspective, Karl Marx, and we have also other thinkers in Indian society part, paper 2, A.R. Desai. So there are many Marxists, but the ideas, that is basic ideas, is given by this Karl Marx. So this is what in conflict perspective. Thank you very much.